America's beverage companies are investing in America. We're American companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns. We're local bottlers and manufacturers, operating in all 50 states, employing more than 275,000 Americans in good-paying jobs, delivering for the nation, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great. Learn more at WeDeliverForAmerica.org. Paid for by the American Beverage Association.
Police responded to a 911 call.
Dramatic video of gun insanity in the Bronx.
Police releasing a new video of a person that they are still trying to track down.
Defund the police is not the answer.
Many people surveyed said they just don't feel safe in the city.
It's a shooting outside of a store.
This is Bo Dietl's One Tough Podcast.
Police this morning are searching for the person who turned this Harlem platform to a crime scene.
A Red Apple Media Podcast Network production. Now, here's Bo Dietl.
Welcome to Bo Dietl's One Tough Podcast. And I don't say this lightly, but I have my son here. He's like a son to me anyway. My very dear friend, Sid Rosenberg, is on. And this is my biggest thrill is to have him on my podcast. I had the fire commissioner on. I had this guy, that guy. But the most important person that I could have on my podcast that tells the truth, and people don't like to listen to him because he tells the truth, is my man, Sid Rosenberg. Thank you for coming on again, Sid. I know it's the second time you've been on my podcast.
No, it's the second time. And to tell your audience how much I love you, because he's not exaggerating when he says father-son relationship. We're going on over 25 years, and I really consider you family. You're not my friend. You're Danielle, Gabe, Ava, we love you. But I got here at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're taping this. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still here. That's how much I love Bo Dietl.
Well, thank you, Sid. And I know how busy you are and how tired you are. You do get up very early. Thank you. So let's all start about how effing happy are we about Donald Trump. And I was with you over there at the Garden, and you were downstairs. I was up in the suite sucking up to everybody with Witkoff and Elon Musk and the kid there from Cantor there, Ludnick and all that.
Yeah.
It was great. It was such a thrill. And I'll be very honest with you, I was nervous because I relived 2000, the election of 2000, where I went to bed, Sid, and we were ahead in all these states. And the next thing I woke up, and we lost everything. And I never saw in my life where they stopped counting votes at midnight. I mean, they used that pandemic the way they used it just the way they want. And you want to know something else? If this election was tight and close, and I'm still worried about the House. The House has not been finalized yet, and there's 5 seats that are still being disputed. I'm worried about the cheating.
Well, you're not crazy. And just to show you how you're not crazy, in 2020, when the election was over, me and my partner Bernard, God rest his soul, we started the next morning playing We Are the Champions by Queen because we thought Trump won. We are the champions with fist pumping. And then, like you said, 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a text.
Yeah.
And they said, Sid, slow down. He hasn't won yet. I go, what do you mean? Well, they just found all these votes, and they found all these votes. I wasn't worried this time. I knew that he bludgeoned her. He killed her. I was worried about a month before. I said, wait, she's black. She's a female. She's raised $1 billion. And he was bad in that last debate, Trump. He was bad. I said, we're in trouble. The last 2 weeks, especially at the rally, I spoke. I started to feel a huge amount of confidence. And then he killed her, Bo. It wasn't, he destroyed her. They got to be humiliated.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm just surprised it wasn't a bigger massacre. I'm serious. And right now, we're fighting, believe it or not. We're very close with this House of Representatives. Yeah. And that could be the worst that could happen.
We're still going to win that. They'll start proceeding
impeachment against these morons.
No, they won't.
That other guy,
Not if we win.
No, we have to win.
Right, but your point is right. It could have been worse because think about this. I know you know this. Kamala Harris only won 20 states. Here's what's the irony. The only states she won, those 20 states, are the states that did not require voter ID. Did not require. If they required voter ID, Bo, you may be right. He may have won every single state outside of California and New York in the country.
We have a graph that we're looking at right here. And it's just funny. Every state she won did not require identification. Every state that she lost, you required identification. Duh. What are they trying to say? Sid, this is the most remarkable thing. Yeah. This says it all.
I
It
know.
says it all. And again, we have in Bucks County there, where over in Pennsylvania, my friend John, what the heck's his name? Former Congressman, my friend John Sweeney.
Yeah.
John Sweeney, I go back. He was a congressman for upstate New York. He was on the group that was integrity in the elections.
Yeah.
He was heading it up. He's over there fighting with them over there. McCormick won by 50,000 votes. That wasn't enough. We're not conceding now. Now all of a sudden, this woman, her name is, she's the commissioner over there, Bucks County, Diane Ellis, some bullshit name. And all of a sudden she goes, I know I'm breaking the law, but we'll see you in court.
Doesn't
well,
care.
If you're admitting to breaking the law, where are you, Attorney General in Pennsylvania? Lock that son of a bitch up.
I don't know who the Attorney General is. Somebody tells me he must be a Democrat. You know, I actually spoke for Trump 3 days before the election in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I know. You went there.
Yeah, I went there with Bill White.
You probably won that for her.
I probably
I'll say
did.
It, all right, Sid? You don't have to say it. By you going there with, what's his name, the
Bill
smuggler.
White, my favorite homosexual.
Yeah, my friend, too. I love Bill. He's my favorite smuggler.
Yeah.
What? What are you laughing about?
So I was in King of Prussia. We had 10 speakers that night, including the great Byron Donalds out of Florida. And the last speaker was Dave McCormick. And I said to him, I go, you're going to win this week. They're going to try to take it from you, but you're going to win. And he went on a couple days later, and he won.
But just think, Sid, if these elections were really close, and I'm worried still about a couple of the House. I know we're going to win the House.
We're gonna
but I'm still worried about the fact that every aspect of what we see now, when people said, oh, there was no cheating in 2020, that's bullshit. There was, listen to me. When you don't need an ID to vote, when you go on a plane, what do you tell them? You can't, I know that's like a bad thing to say. I'll say it, okay? And I don't care. I feel as though there was definitely cheating when those absentee ballots showed up where they couldn't verify them. Oh, if they need them in Philly, they need them in Detroit.
Listen, I'm not arguing. I know that there was a while where it became like taboo, as you know, to say there was cheating.
I don't care. On my podcast, you can say what you want.
Yeah,
Sid.
but the same guys now are saying that there was cheating because 20 million votes disappeared.
And look at this.
20 million.
Look at the crap that's going on with Rudy Giuliani. With
fair.
these two women making $40,000 a year. Said, he made allegations that they cheated. All right, so if he made those allegations, you didn't cheat. You're making $40,000 a year. You're getting $148 million. You two broken down valises, $148 million. Sid, do you realize what they're doing?
They're killing him. And the truth is, and I'm very close to Rudy. I was. He really believes it. He's not just saying it. He's not lying. He really believes they cheated.
So he don't have a
his whole
I just
life.
told you something. What are you going to do? Come after me for $148 million?
Right.
I believe there was cheating done. When you can't verify who those absentee ballots are, that's cheating.
And, Bo, they ruined this guy's life. They ruined his life. I mean, I know, Asian Teddy stands by him and his girlfriend, Doctor, whatever's her name, and Andrew, his son.
Yeah.
They ruined his life.
I feel so sorry for
Me
this
too.
guy, man.
He's all he's ever done.
Although
is
some of my
become
Italian,
a Trump friend.
some of my Italian friends don't feel that sorry for Rudy.
Those guys like him now. Those guys like him now.
Not that bunch. There's another bunch. They had the private sanitation guys he put out of business.
Oh, that's true,
so
too,
a lot
yes.
of my guys are going, I said, come on, leave the guy alone.
Yeah.
I love Rudy. You know I do.
No, I know you do.
And
I love him, too.
I don't want this to happen to him. But a couple of the guys are saying, that son of a bitch, he ruined my car.
He had it coming, bad karma.
But
life's a bitch.
But we both agree Rudy should not be facing this,
Listen,
taking his apartment, taking his rings.
This guy's a hero. Look, we live in New York, me and Bo, okay? He's still a hero. The worst thing Rudy Giuliani ever did, was become Trump's friend. That's it. All that he's going through right now, Bo, all of it, is because he became Trump's friend. If that's not unfair, what is? That's all he's ever done.
I don't know. And then all of a sudden now after again, I have been high, and I'm not on any substance.
You never have been.
I am so high. Margo says to me, Bo, you're a different person. Ever since President Trump won re-election, I'm the happiest guy in the world.
You wake up happy.
Wake up happy.
Right.
Imagine if this Kamala or whatever her name was, I would have been in a depression. I am so happy. And everybody. And I just can't believe your people, my friends, 80-something% across this country who are Jewish voted against
79%.
That is a disgrace.
Not in New York. New York, 43%.
Because of you.
Because of me.
Yeah.
You're listening, Trump? Because of me. By the way, you say because of me. When I met you a long time ago, and when I came back with Bernard in 2016, the first time Trump won, 2016.
I was a big Trump guy.
He beat Hillary.
Right.
You're not only a big Trump guy, but take some credit. You were at meetings with Trump.
Yeah.
You were at dinner with Trump. Trump looked at you for advice.
Yep.
Is all this not true?
Yes.
100% true.
Yes.
Right? So, and even when you were like kind of going sideways, you loved his policies.
I waited until the
primary was over.
The primary was over.
Right.
I had my own thoughts, and you want to know something? There's not a thought in my mind. It's the greatest thing. This guy has been beat up, shot, everything in this world. I am such a Trump sucker right now. I get on my knees to Trump right now because I love Donald Trump.
But you've been friends with him for a long time.
40 years.
40 years.
Yeah.
And again, the first time.
Play golf with him?
I know. First time, folks, in 2016, he played a role in Trump's win. You should know that.
Well, also, when the Secret Service, we thought he was getting shot at, who do you think Stevie Wickoff caught? The first thing, Steve was playing golf with him.
He was on the golf course that day.
I called you.
You called
Stevie
me.
said we're being shot at.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was a football Sunday.
Yeah.
I had the games on, and my phone's ringing, and I don't look at who it is on a football Sunday. And then I see Bo. So the second time I pick it up, he goes, Sid, something bad's happening in Palm Beach. I'm like, oh, my God. And you had all of it because of Stevie Witkoff. Congratulations to Steve. He's now the special envoy to the Middle East. That's a big job.
He's the new Henry Kissinger.
Yes. That's a big job.
But the point is that I just get the tickle. I'm getting tickly talking about it. I just love the guy for what he's gone through. You talk about being persecuted with this fat pig, brag over here in New York.
Yeah. Well, and
that fat ass attorney general
James.
there, Letitia. Imagine after Thanksgiving she must shit whole turkeys. Man, she's got some big butt on her.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for? Now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Clorox Sentiva smells like lavender. Cleans like Clorox. And feels like...
All right, that could go on for a while. Experience the long-lasting freshness of Clorox Sentiva. Available in Clorox Sentiva Lavender Scented Bleach. Use as directed.
Shopping is hard, right? But I found a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. I just give my stylist my size, style, and budget preferences. I order boxes when I want and how I want. No subscription required. And he sends just for me pieces, plus outfit recommendations and styling tips. I keep what works and send back the rest. It's so easy. Make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Spotify. That's stitchfix.com/Spotify.
Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
But the point is that this is a great time for not just us, for you people who didn't vote for him. You understand something? It's the greatest time for you, too, because we have a president now. You know what he's doing right now with the cabinet? They're making all kinds of, oh, this guy's no good, that guy's no good. Blah, 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 blah. Let's be honest about it. Biden's cabinet. Let's just run through these assholes.
All righty.
Okay, these assholes here. How about Lloyd Austin, Secretary of Defense? We got our troops over there dying, getting shot up and all that. All of a sudden, he goes like this, we're pulling out. And they pull him out in a hurry, not even keeping that one military base we could have kept there with our Apache helicopters.
Yep.
Complete nonsensical. Austin Goodbye, Austin. Bye-bye, dickhead.
Well, you had two of them. You have Austin and you have Millie. Millie also.
Millie, another dickhead.
Right, so they closed down. You're talking about Bagram Air Force Base.
Yes.
13 of our bravest men and women were murdered. And also, don't forget, Austin got sick a couple of months ago.
And no one knew. He was in the hospital, and no one. This is your Secretary of Defense is taking the pipe, and no one knows.
But he doesn't tell anybody.
No.
So, do you think Pete Hegseth? Let me say about Pete Hegseth. Guy's got 2 Bronze Stars. I don't care if you don't like him. You hate him on Fox News.
Love him.
He's got 2 Bronze Stars. He's a tough son of a bitch. He knows what he's doing.
Do you remember I was a Fox News contributor for 12 years?
Yes.
I love Pete. And you want to know his great appointment because he cares about the military, the enlisted men. And to be Secretary of Defense, you don't have to be a general with 5 stars on. You could be a civilian, and he's a civilian.
But he's got 2 Bronze Stars, too.
But he cares about the men and women
100%.
of the armed service.
Plus, he's good looking. That matters.
And then I like his tattoos.
Yeah, me too.
And then, how about that Secretary of Health, the Assistant Secretary, Rachel Levine? What the hell is that? It's a friggin' transformer. You see, he was 6'3", a shank-a-danker on him, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm the Assistant Secretary. This is Biden's appointment. And then how about Peter Buttigieg? What's that guy's name? What's his name?
Buttigieg.
That guy too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he was a mayor of a little over there in Indianapolis.
By Notre Dame.
Yeah,
he's the mayor of in Indiana, that little town there where Notre Dame is.
Yeah, 4 people in the town.
4 people.
Then all of a sudden he became the Secretary of Transportation. What did he do? Remember the supply chain debacle?
Do I remember?
It was shutting down all the ports.
Then he didn't go to work for about 6 months.
And then the airline oversight. Duh.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he didn't go to work. The other guy with him, they had a transplant. I don't know how do you do that, but they had a kid. Did that kid come out of the guy? I don't know.
I don't know.
What was the story?
I don't know. As far as I know, the only man to have a baby was Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie with Danny DeVito.
Oh, okay.
That's the only guy I know that really had a baby.
I think he took 6 months off for maternity.
He did. And don't forget, on a serious note, that happened during the time when you had that massive train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio.
And the only guy that showed up was Donald Trump.
And to your point, I'm glad you said that. People always say Donald Trump started to really gain popularity when he started getting indicted. That's wrong. The day that Donald Trump was back on the scene was when he arrived in East Palestine.
And he bought water
These
and stuff.
poor people are still glowing in the dark. He was buying McDonald's. He bought water, and he said to America that day, "You still come first."
Hold on, Sid. He did do a great cabinet pick.
Yeah.
Alejandro Mayorkas.
Oh, please.
This fool that had the balls. I don't know, where did he come from? A gutter? A cave?
I think
he
Cuba.
Goes, my name is Alejandro. The border is safe. It's secure.
Yeah.
15 million people came through there. We got an influx of terrorists. Look what's happening on our streets of New York. The gangs from Venezuela. This punk should have went a long time ago.
He should be in prison is where he should be.
Yeah.
And again, Trump, you talk about the transformer. So he put RFK Jr. in that spot.
Yep.
He's got Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense.
And
then he's got Kristi Noem in Mayorkas' spot. And working with Kristi Noem, Bo, is going to be Tom Homan. And if Donald Trump, and if you're not the toughest guy in the world, it's Tom Homan.
I love Tom. He was always on with Fox with me when I was over there in Fox.
Great. He's great.
Him. But you got to understand something. If you notice what's going on right now, in 2016, we put all these dickheads in there as cabinet people. Nobody was loyal to Donald. Now, Jamie Dimon, I don't want to be Secretary of Treasury. You weren't asked to be Secretary of the Treasury, all right? Jamie, I know you, Jamie. You would never, ever let President Donald Trump, tell you what to do. That's why you're not there. Who he's putting in his cabinet are loyal people.
That's right.
And when they get the policy, people understand. When you're the President of the United States, like President Donald Trump, you tell your people what you want to do.
That's right.
They don't tell you what to do.
No.
And then I got a little dickhead.
Well, his last administration tried to do that. Yeah. And you had John Kelly, who's a douche, and I know he's a serviceman. I don't care.
Yeah.
You had Mad Dog Mattis.
Yeah.
And your friend, Anthony Scaramucci.
No, I don't call him my friend. I'm really pissed off at Anthony.
Yeah.
First of all, I told him, how can you write a book about Donald Trump, how great he is?
You know what the name of the book was? Blue Collar President.
Right.
Which is what Donald Trump is.
Great
and
president.
he talked about how great he is.
And then I said, how dare you? I said, stop it. If you don't like him for whatever, there's a lot. I know where all the bodies are buried.
So do I.
And then all of a sudden he's blaming Trump, which is bullshit.
Well, he's blaming Trump. He said he badmouthed his wife, Dietl. I like Dietl very much. She's a nice girl.
That's not
bullshit.
true.
Right.
You know the truth, and I know the truth.
Yeah.
And Anthony, you know the truth. You should. I called him the other day, and I said, I tell you, I'm pretty close with the new president. I love him.
Yeah.
I said, maybe I can make a sit down. Maybe you could come. We could have a little dinner or something like that. He goes, yeah, if he apologizes to me.
Apologizes?
I said, well, apologize to you.
Please.
I said, he's the president of the United States. You should crawl. Crawl!
Yeah. And you know what's funny about that? Trump, who's got no respect for Anthony, he would probably do it. He would do it.
Donald.
He just had Joe and Mika down there in South Florida.
Those two
he just had
dickheads,
Joe
yeah.
and Mika.
Yeah.
So I think he'd probably do it for Scaramucci, but I'm not sure our friend Anthony would do the
But
same.
he better back off this mayor of ours. I have already sent word. Enough. Forget about even thinking about any kind of pardons. This story ain't over.
Not even close. And for folks that don't know this, Bo and me and other friends we've got, we were friends with Eric Adams. We did
I've been out to
dinners.
dinner 100 times
Me
with the
too.
guy.
Dinners, lunches, text conversations before the FBI took all his phones. I mean, we tried to help him. And he would listen. And I would go, wow, this guy, he's listening. He cares. And he wouldn't do a fucking thing about it.
Isn't it unusual, Sid, all of a sudden, all his people under him are all gone?
All of them.
You know why they're all gone? He told me, get the hell out of here, so get the weight off him. But I remember organized crime. If we're in the Genovese family that I love, and I guess I guess I'm an associate of the Genovese family because I associate with them.
Right.
I have dinner.
So then, because I've been with you with them a bunch of
So you're an
times,
associate
I'm like
too.
an underling associate.
No, associate. Don't be
I
afraid.
love those guys. I love those guys.
Don't be afraid to say
I'm
you're
not afraid.
You're associate. You have dinner.
How about this? I'm a proud member of the Genovese crime family.
And you're an associate of them. And that's my favorite family, too.
Me too.
And I'm an associate of them. We like to have dinner. We like to eat up at
They can
Rayo's.
cook.
Yeah, right.
They can all cook.
We go up to our joint.
By the way, but in all seriousness, they're the best guys in the world.
They are.
You talk about Donald Trump being loyal, and that's one of Trump's better qualities.
Yeah.
These guys, they are loyal. Loyal to the day I love those guys.
Well,
I really do.
that's what Trump...
And they love Trump, too.
And they all love Trump. And
All of
that's
them.
what Trump wants around him. Hey, how about my old partner, Steve Witkoff? Front page of the Wall Street Journal mentioned his friend Bo Dietl. Steve Witkoff, hardworking guy. Now he's been appointed as the, what's that word?
Special envoy to the Middle East.
Like Henry Kissinger.
Correct. So he's in the Wall Street Journal with you. And yesterday, the Jerusalem Post. That's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Pretty cool, buddy.
Yes,
but you should have been up a little higher.
but it wasn't numbered. It was just names.
Yeah, but you should have been up there like number one.
I was like second from the bottom, but it was Witkoff, Jared Kushner, Ivanka Trump, David Friedman, Liz Pipko, big-time people that the Jerusalem Post say are the Jewish inner circle to me and Trump. I was just happy that I was on the same list as Steve Witkoff.
I've called, I haven't been on the shows at all, but I've called you many times to congratulate what you were doing and how you were showing the reality. And you are a very important factor to Donald Trump becoming the president.
Listen, I love when you say that.
Guy.
I hope he knows that because here's the deal, Bo. I got a job, right? So I can't be the secretary. But when he starts filling out.
First of all, Sid, you need to work.
Right.
You got a house. You got your 2 kids. You got your wife.
Of course.
You ain't got the money. You are in a corrupt piece of garbage where you stacked up all the money where you don't have to.
No.
You know what these jobs
Plus, I love
good?
my job.
You know what these jobs are good for? Jobs are good for people who have been successful in their
Millionaires.
life with money where they cannot be corrupted.
Right. So, but
you could be corrupted. If you took a job, you probably come with a suitcase. What do you think? You'd take it in a second.
In a heartbeat. I'd ask for a second suitcase. But when he's done appointing, I'm being serious, when he's done appointing these people, then you get to like committees, advisory boards. And I've been told by a lot of important, close to Trump people, when he gets to that stage,
that's nice.
He's going to pick me, and then you can put Trump administration.
Which advisory would you think about?
It would be something for Israel, something for anti-Semitism, maybe New York anti-Semitism.
Oh, I love Chairman of the Israeli Advisory, Sid Rosenberg. I love it.
I like it.
I love it.
There you go. I mean, he has to do something for me. Something.
That one I think could be an easy one.
There you go.
And I think we have ears that are listening.
Well, you know some people. I know some people.
I know people. But just think about this piece of garbage. That big fat guy that eats all the Pizza Hut pizza, Alvin Bragg, that pig. Now he didn't drop the charges. Well, he didn't. And he didn't drop the charges with Daniel Perry, a hero.
Oh, God.
Hey, Bragg, what are you going to do? Why don't you let the guy that stabbed and killed 3 people out of jail? You know? And then my mayor says, I don't know how this could happen. How about when you unload all these criminally negligent, homicide, mentally ill people on the street? This is what happened. Somebody else got stabbed on the Upper West Side. I just saw on my app. It's happening. Until you take these people off the street and incarcerate them for their own safety and the safety for New Yorkers, then you're not doing your job, Mayor, okay? And that other idiot up in Albany, you got to go after the city council. You got to go after the state assembly, and you got to go after the state senate. You as the mayor got your butt up there and scream and yell, and you as the governor, you got to open your mouth there. What was her name there?
Kathy Hochul.
Oh,
you just nailed it. You just nailed it. That little rant just now, that's perfect. Now, don't forget, Hochul isn't the one who started this. It's your friend Andrew Cuomo. He started this.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
But she's the governor right now.
No,
If she had a set, she has pretty eyes, but I tell you.
Pretty eyes?
I gave her $5,000 on one of these fundraisers.
No, you didn't, did you?
She had pretty eyes, yeah.
Well, that must have been a while ago.
Yeah,
a while ago.
Not too long ago.
See,
And then you know what I said to her?
What?
I
Yeah,
was
pretty
saying
eyes?
right on the air.
Yeah.
It was at a fundraiser. And I
Yeah.
grabbed her. And her husband happens to be a former AUSA from Washington,
Yeah.
D.C.
Yeah.
Nice guy, really good guy.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to talk to the governor. I go over there. I says, listen, why don't you put an executive order? Listen to this one said. Executive order right now that anybody who's arrested, who's illegally in this country, be turned over to ICE, directive of the governor of New York State. Why can't she do that?
Why can't you do it?
And why can't my friend Eric Adams do it in New York City? I understand you got a city council here, but you could do an executive order. Come on, baby.
No, you make sense. But here's my thing.
Go ahead.
As awful as all these people are, okay?
Yes.
It's not Bragg's. It's not Bragg's fault. He is what he is. He's an animal, okay? Here's the problem. New Yorkers are the problem. They vote these people in. And let me tell you something else. Alvin Bragg's term is up next year.
And nobody's running against him.
Nobody. So we can blame Alvin Bragg. He's no good. He's a bad guy.
And we
bad
keep
guy.
electing him.
Keep electing him.
Right, and these morons keep electing. And look at this poor kid, this Asian kid. God bless you, my friend. Let me say his name properly. He was shot yesterday, and I saw in the ad. And let me just see. He's going to survive. And he was
the kid shot in the thigh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the cop, right?
Yeah, the cop.
Yeah.
And then on top of it,
But he shot the guy in the face.
This guy, good shooting.
Yeah.
And on top of this, right now, you got a guy walking around stabbing people to death. Okay, that's fine.
3 of them, 30 blocks apart.
Now all of a sudden, the guy who shot the cop was arrested for attempted murder, and he's out. He was arrested a couple of weeks ago, and they're out. And people are asking the questions, what's going on in New York? What's going on in New York, Mayor and Governor? What's going on? Make the executive order. Let's take these illegal criminals off the streets, turn them into ICE, because when Trump comes in, I think that's going to happen.
See, that's it. It doesn't matter what the mayor says anymore or Hochul says anymore. Trump is going to come in. You know, Tom Homan loves New York City. He loves it here.
We
he
love
was on
Tom
me for 20
Homan,
minutes. Love him. He said last week, it's over. The party's over. So whether the mayor or governor does it, doesn't matter. Trump and Homan, there's going to be mass deportation. If you're a criminal like these people and you've got 8 priors, 12 priors, 15 priors, you're going to jail. And if you're from a different country, we're kicking your ass out of here.
The bottom line is bail reform. It doesn't work.
No.
Here's the perfect example. This guy was arrested 7 or 8
times.
Attempted murder.
In 4
he was
different
arrested
states.
a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And they let him out.
I know.
What's wrong with the system?
Yeah.
Why isn't my mayor, Eric, you want to be the great mayor? Why don't you go public and scream and yell? Not just for the criminal element, for the mentally ill criminal element. They have to be taken off the street so people don't get pushed in front of subways, so people don't get stabbed. This is the answer. It ain't rocket science. And Governor Hochul, I don't know what you think you're doing. You're riding, you're appeasing everybody. Yeah. Oh, now you got price fixing, price congestion
pricing.
Yeah, but people are getting stabbed. That to me is the most important thing. Public safety.
Yeah, and the congestion pricing is bad too. They're going to start charging people $9. Right now we pay nothing. And the mayor comes out and goes, way to go, congratulations. You know why? Because initially they were going to charge $15. She cut it down to $9.
Our president should stay far away from our mayor.
I agree with you, but he likes the people who get targeted by the DOJ. Yeah. That's Trump.
Yeah, but we're talking about let's leave it at that. There's more.
I think Trump knows he's a shit mayor. Okay? I hope he does. And I tell him and his people all the time, if he doesn't know President Trump, trust me, you may feel badly for the guy. Maybe he has been targeted by the DOJ. He has not helped your city. De Blasio screwed it up. Eric Adams, he making it worse.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country. Anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. Goldbelly ships Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garden's famous cakes. So, if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's goldbelly.com, promo code GIFT.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
Lights, camera, innovation. Walt Disney Studios chose advanced 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business to transform the movie-making process. Together, we kept a remote production hub in Hawaii in sync with a team in California to bring Lilo and Stitch to theaters this summer. This is picture-perfect collaboration. This is Walt Disney Studios with T-Mobile for Business. Take your business further at T-Mobile.com/now.
Well, I agree with you. And you know how close I am with Eric Adams. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen him in 4.5 months.
Me either.
I don't know why, but he was in my office, and then I never saw him after that. But here's the other one.
I know why.
Oh, but here's the other one. I got to get your take on it. What do you think Psycho Biden is doing, stirring up the pot with Ukraine? I'm afraid for your daughter, your son, my kids, my grandchildren. Yes. This could turn out to be World War III for the fact that Putin is no guy, is no punk. And now they're embarrassing him. They're lobbing. All of a sudden, hey, Biden, you lost. You're out of here. Shut your mouth. Stay out of it. Let Trump handle it. Because right now, all you're doing is stirring the hornets up. And I'm afraid of the siren going off, and the next thing is the bright light and the mushroom.
No, listen, I was actually on October 7th in a small town by Gaza in Israel. You know this. Yeah. And I heard the explosions, and I was in a bomb shelter. Yeah. It's scary stuff. It ain't going to happen. Here's the deal. Biden, whether he did it on purpose to give the big F-U finger, I don't know. Maybe he thinks it's going to help. Trump is still in the game here. So Trump will call Putin. I know Putin said, look, now we're closer to using our nuclear weapons. He's got to say that. He's got to come out like a tough guy. But Trump will call him and say, hey, Vlad, step back.
But they're launching missiles into the Russian territory.
Yeah, I know.
Which is very bad. And I'm nervous about that. And again, what is the whole reason? With Ukraine, with all respect to their president, the comedian there, whatever his name
Zelensky?
is. Yeah, that guy I don't trust. The other side of it, there's a lot of other stuff under the ground, a lot of money to be made with war. And I saw it. With my friends, the Bushes there.
Dick Cheney made a fortune.
Exactly.
With
what was that company?
Yeah, Halliburton. Right. Still making money.
And who's going to rebuild Ukraine? I wonder.
Who do you think?
Money!
Yeah, and then Liz Cheney is all up to Biden's ass. She loves war. She's like John Bolton. Her daddy's making money. Halliburton. You're right. Just look at the money, and you'll start to figure out why some of these people make their decisions.
Sid, we could sit here for the next week and talk, but I gotta get you home. You gotta work out. Did you work out yet today?
I have not worked out yet.
You gotta go home, work out. You gotta eat that nice Italian joint on 29th Street.
Oh, you love that place.
What's the name of it?
La Sorrentina.
Right.
And very good.
And going through Howard Beach, maybe you can stop by Lenny's Clam Bar.
I go to Lenny's. Joe loves you.
I love Joe.
I go to Davino's. Benny loves you. You know, it's funny. Wherever I go, I mean this sincerely. Wherever I go, Brooklyn, I'm in Michael's, they love you. I go to Howard Beach, everybody knows and loves you. Everybody. I don't know why you didn't run for you ran for mayor once.
You threw me off all the lines.
I know, they screwed you.
That was scumbag Big Bird de Blasio and his ugly wife that took $1 billion with Operation Thrive. We forgot about that one already?
I didn't forget about it. Where's my $1 billion?
How come she's not under investigation?
She should be.
All I know is, Sid, what an exciting time to sit here with you. You're going to be at my Christmas party, I
We
know.
can't wait. Me and Nell will be there. Coming up, we're very
I'm going
excited.
to St. Bart for 10 days.
Oh, you're not coming to Miami with me then?
No, I might come before I go to St. Bart.
Because the 28th, Mar-a-Lago with Trump. We want you there.
Okay, I'll be there on the 28th of Mar-a-Lago with
There you go.
On 28th? I'll
28th.
definitely be there.
Siggy Flicker, her husband Michael, me, Danielle. You
And I'll
come,
be
go
there.
see
Well,
Trump.
come with Margo.
Come with Margo.
We might be.
We love Margo.
We might be married by then.
Oh, really? For real? Are you being serious? That,
Yeah.
that just made me so happy.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm being serious.
Oh, Bo.
Yeah. Time's
Oh.
up. Yeah.
That
very
would be
happy.
a
What do you
perfect...
think I'm so happy? She said, why are you so happy? I said, I'm so happy because I'm in love.
I saw a picture of you and her last week.
Yeah.
And you both look so good. She's a gorgeous lady.
Yeah.
And you're a great looking guy. And I said, man, I really hope that these two are like...
It's done. It's done. It's
wow.
done.
What a beautiful Christmas. So
Yeah.
look at your life. Forget about me.
Yeah.
Trump wins.
Yeah.
Margo and you are closer than ever.
Yeah.
Everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
You look great.
Yeah.
2025 is going to be a great year for you.
And I got a pocket full of Benjis.
Come on. Who's better than him? And you got the best table at Rayo's every Thursday night.
Every Thursday night. And I wanted to let people know who are listening. Tell your friends about Bo Dietl's One Tough Podcast. And today was a really probably my most special podcast because we're able to tell the truth and talk what people know is the truth. And that's one thing about my friend Sid. He'll tell you the truth. He doesn't care. And that's why I love him. And if no one doesn't like Sid, you could come with me anytime, my son.
I love you too. And,
All right.
and you've been a
Send
dear
my
and
love
loyal
to your
friend.
wife and your
I
son.
look forward to the holiday season together.
Yeah.
With Margo. I love you,
Okay.
pal. Thank you.
And until next week, thank you. And again, thank you, Sid. Thank you so much.
Thank you.